quiet all week, saying it's fine through your teeth. I can hear what you don't speak. I can feel it in your heartbeat. You hold it and play it tough. Act like asking is too much, but you never been too much. Come here, put it all on us. Whatever you need, girl, I got you. Say the word, I'll come through, yeah. Don't be shy with your dreams, girl, I got you. Every wish, every truth. You don't ever gotta wonder if I'll fall through. Open up, lay it out. I got you. Call me late, call me wrong. Call me when it feels too strong. When the world talk crazy, yeah, yeah. Let me be where you lean. If it's space, I'll step back. If it's arms, I'll look back. If it's just someone to laugh with, yeah. We can sit in sweatpants, that's it. Whatever you need, girl, I got you. Say the word, I'll come through. Don't be shy with your fears, girl, I got you. Every scar, every bruise. You don't ever gotta filter what you tell me. Open up, lay it out. I got you. Ask too much, ask me again. Ask me the same thing over and over. You ain't a burden, you're my person. Say it out loud, let me serve it. Whatever you need, girl, I got you. Say the word, I'll come through. Don't be shy with your heart, girl, I got you. Every piece, every move. You don't ever gotta question if I want you. You and me, say the word, I got you. Walking past each other in the hallway, forks on plates, but we don't talk. We're scrolling hard just so you don't see me. I'm in the kitchen, pacing through my thoughts. But even with your back turned, I'm still reaching out in my head. Oh, whoa, too proud to say, so let me say it instead. Kiss me even when you're mad. When the silence feels too loud, when the day's gone bad. Baby, hold me. Don't shut me out. We can't wake up. Try again, leave the worst of it behind. Turn out the light. Kiss me, even when you're mad at me. I hate it when we turn into strangers, sharing pillows, sharing all this space. It facing left me facing the window, both of us stuck in the same place. Cause love ain't just for good days, it's for when it hurts like this. So if you don't have the words yet, meet me halfway with a kiss. Kiss me even when you're mad. Kiss me even when you're mad. When the silence feels too loud, when the day's gone bad. Baby, hold me. Hold me. Don't shut me out. Try again. Find a softer kind of day. But promise me when you turn off the light, you'll kiss me. Kiss me even when you're mad that way. We don't have to fix it all tonight. We don't have to fix it all tonight. We don't have to fix it all tonight. Oh. Kiss me, kiss me. We don't have to fix it all we don't have to fix it all tonight. We don't have to fix it all. We're walking past the kiss me, kiss me, even when you're mad that way. Saw you sitting there laughing, glass in your hand, eyes on your friends, but you kept glancing my direction, like you've been waiting for something to begin. I straightened up my collar, heart in my throat. Still I move all through the crowd towards your table. Said if you don't mind, I got a question for you. Can I be stepping to you? One hand on your waist, the other following through. Just two hearts swaying in a crowded room, baby. Can I be stepping to you? Let the whole world fade, just me and you. If this is all we get, I'll make it feel true. While I'm stepping to you, hey, oh, 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 oh. You smiled, said, boy, you're something. Stood up slow, slid into my space. Yeah, check in, ooh, check in, ooh, check in. Yeah, he talk about how it's real. Yeah. Check in, talk about check in. Yeah, we talk about what's real. Time to check in. Every story else is hell. Mr. Shawn and Miss Tanya bring the truth we need. Every Wednesday night they gon' set the city free. Yeah, check in, check in, check in. Come on and vibe, let the healing begin. Check in, check in, check in, check in, check in, check in. Hey. Welcome to the place where the heart gets heard, where the city gets the message and it spreads like word. Mr. Shawn, break it down, he be speaking that life. Talking pain, talking purpose, how to walk another life. Miss Tanya with a T, yeah, she keep it on flow. Dropping gems in your cup, got the whole city glow. This the real, this the raw, this the vibe we feel. Conversation with a mission, every moment gon' heal, yeah, yeah. Check in, yeah, yeah, we talk about what's real, time to check in. Every story helps us heal. Mr. Shawn and Miss Tanya bring the truth we need. Every Wednesday night, they gon' set the city free. Check in. Come on and vibe, let the healing begin. Check in. From the hurt to the hope, from the loss to the win. They remind us every week, yo, we all can begin. A new day, new lane, get your mind aligned. Let the truth hit your spirit, leave the lies behind. City tune in heavy when they step on the mic. Cause the love and the wisdom always hitting just right. It's the check-in show, where the soul gets fed. If you needed some direction, this is the spot instead. We laugh, we cry, we learn, we grow, we heal together. Every time the lights glow, turn it up, tune in, let the moment be. It's Mr. Shawn and Tanya with the T.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is that time to check in. Check in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Check in, share. Oh, man, we got a show for you today. I have some amazing ladies here in the studio with me to share some good news, some good things. And also have Albert Earl, who is going to check in with us a little later on in the show, because we got some things to talk about when it comes to the Toledo Public Schools. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, your boy, Mr. Shawn, Mr. Check-In himself. I am without my lovely co-host right now. I don't know if she's going to run in here or not, but I am without my lovely co-host. That's Tanya Murphy with the T. And also we are in the studio with the co-owner of P360 Studios and the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning. Oh, there she go. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. You know what? Let me plead the blood of Jesus real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Lord have mercy. Come on over here, Tanya. Look. Check in.
Hi, ladies.
How y'all doing? Right? We are in the studio with the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman. Jesse, what's good, famo?
I'm sorry, I was doing some work over here.
You was doing some work over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's good, man. Shout out to you and the P360 studio and the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, you can tune in with us Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And it is a show to watch. And so we are truly blessed that we are getting more people involved with the podcast aspect of things. And again, me and Tanya with the T.
3, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're right. We going on our third year, yes. Ladies and gentlemen. We are going.
Right.
Tanya, what's going on, girl?
Wheezing.
Look, you need to calm your butt down. Look, you need to calm down. Lord have mercy.
I'm pretty good.
Man, you know what? Every time I look on Facebook, you got something to say.
I got to.
You somewhere watching something going on. You got the tea on everything.
I just be passing through and said, I got action.
Got action.
And then I start filming. I'll make a U-turn in a minute.
I can hear you saying, I got action. Right. I got action, man. So
sit down.
So have a seat right there, young man. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. So that's what that is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again, Tanya Murphy. Tanya with the T.
Yes.
Yeah, Tanya
How
with
you
the T.
been?
I'm good. I'm blessed
good.
and highly
Yes.
favored. I'm
Yes.
blessed, man. It's this transition to Columbus has been overwhelming.
I was going to ask you, how's
It's been overwhelming. It's
Okay.
been overwhelming. Just the love and support that I've been getting.
But that's what we've been wanting.
That's what we've been wanting. Absolutely.
Now it's hitting you.
Now it's hitting me. My phone is ringing nonstop with 614 area code, 380 area
snaps.
code. Like it's just
That's
different parents and different area codes that
That's
need
sweet.
help. So that's what that is. So
That is sweet.
yeah. So any rate, we are going. Oh man, I am blessed to have my girl Appalicious on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that we really talk about is if you have a business, if you have somebody's phone ringing, gotta hit the side, because these mics pick up everything.
Oh, yes, they do.
The mics even pick up if the airplane is going over. That's how tight these mics is. Yeah, so make sure you turn your volume down and and turn it on down, vibrate all that. So one thing we focus on, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Check-In Podcast and the Rise and Grind Morning Show is giving people an opportunity who runs a business or organization or agency for you to spread that throughout the world. Not just locally, I'm talking globally. Because people tune in from all across. We got people that tune in all the way from the ATL.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes, we
Louisville,
do.
Kentucky. I mean, you name it. Shout out to Yvonne Harper.
Yes.
Yes. Yvonne Harper just checked in. So
Hello,
shout
Yvonne.
out, Yvonne. We appreciate you. I love you. And miss talking to you. But one thing we do is we want to make sure we give people a platform to talk about the greatness that they're doing. Because we have a lot of great people here in the city of Toledo that are doing some amazing things. And if we learn how to partner, collaborate, and share resources, the better off we're going to be.
That's right.
Because the way the country going right now,
We need it.
we need it.
Going
We need
left.
it.
We need it. Going left.
Yes.
Going left. And it's
Yes.
going left right here in the city of Toledo right now.
Yes.
You know, and people are not really talking about the violence that's taking place in our community right now.
Yeah.
2 people getting got shot and unalive within a week.
Yes, one of them was
Wow.
One of them was
one
70.
was one of my boys I used to have back in the day, and
That's hurt.
hurt.
That hurt, right. Because I'm pretty sure you try to tell him even back then.
He got himself together.
He got himself
Like,
together.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I haven't got any details yet.
Okay. All right. And then a 70-year-old man lost his
Yes.
life as well. So we got some issues and problems in our city we need to address.
Yes.
But we got to get the right people in office. But that's for a different
That's
topic,
true.
a different
That's
show. But I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, we got to make a push to get voter registration at an all-time high. We got to let people know that we're not playing anymore and
Right.
that you're going to respect us by either A, getting our vote or not getting the vote, because we're going to show you the numbers that this is how many registered voters we have, increased our numbers. So again, that's a different show. But shout out to the pink.
Uh-oh.
Can I go ahead and throw it out there? Can I throw it out there?
Put it out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce on the Check-In Podcast for the first time for everybody to know what's really going on is the Pink Diamond Cigar
Yes.
Club. Give them a hand
There
clap.
are some beautiful ladies.
Yes.
Thank
Man,
you,
listen,
thank
let me say this.
Yes.
This is me. I think it's so sexy to be having a good conversation with a good drink and smoking a good stick looking at a beautiful woman. That is just sexy.
I love
That's
that.
that's sexy.
Sexy.
That's sexy to me.
Absolutely.
It is.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
Yes,
already
it is.
already sexy when a woman can rock some stilettos.
Yeah.
Because when a woman rocks some stilettos,
I
I'll
still
be
can.
like, girl,
Yeah,
you
I
rocking them
still
shoes.
can, but just for 5 minutes when my corn starts.
Okay.
I can do it a little.
Mute her, Mark.
See, that's a little hardness with the
Mute her
sexy.
mic.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
they call.
I'm sorry.
Talk about a damn corn. Oh, Tanya.
I'll be singing. I'll be saying, okay, the song got to be over.
Ruin the sexy part.
Sorry.
Ruin
So-
the sexy part.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, I find it very very sexy to have a conversation and smoke a good stick with a female and just have open conversation. Not trying to holler at her or nothing like that, just being in the
vibe.
present, vibing,
Just
vibing on some
Because you're
grown
already
folks
on a
stuff.
relaxed state.
Yes.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? So
right.
to have some pretty to look at.
Man, yeah, listen,
So,
I'm trying to tell all the brothers, right, that man, if you sit in front of a woman and she can't appreciate what having a good cigar is all about, then you might need to evaluate the woman that you're really talking to.
There you go.
Right.
I feel that.
I'm just putting it out there like that.
Okay.
Because for me and the space that I'm in, right, I can appreciate that. I've had a hard day. I'm dealing with some stuff, mental all jacked up. But if I can go to a spot where I can literally be in a room full of beautiful women that is just chilling and smoking a good stick, that's a woosah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
See, that's a relatable, even if you're not speaking.
Right.
So,
Fellas, buckle up. Buckle up. Y'all gonna learn something today.
So what is Pink
Yeah, so
Diamond
let's
and
talk
how
about
long?
Pink Diamond. Yes.
I've never heard of it.
Me
well, we're
either
new.
to today.
We're new.
Okay.
We're 30
Yeah.
days old,
Just
so we're
30?
babies.
Okay.
We're learning. We
Okay.
used to belong to another group,
Okay.
but we found that we brought our own group out because it was
Okay.
more of a sisterhood.
I like that.
And, you know, it's a lot of things that we want to bring that we didn't, our voices weren't really heard.
Okay.
So, you know, I came out And actually, my sister here, she left first.
Okay.
And then I came out and I got so much support and said,
Really?
you know, come out and just do your own thing.
Okay.
So I have 5 ladies already ready.
Man.
And family and friends and everyone. And I ran into Shawn. He's like, ooh, let me debut you and let me put you out there.
Yes.
So, you know, and it's just something new
Okay.
that was brought to me from a cousin of mine named Michael Carter.
Okay.
And he said, let me show you some new. And I'm like, I don't smoke cigarettes. I
Right.
don't do anything. No,
Right.
it's a whole different feel.
That is
Whole
Let me
different.
bring you into my world. And
Okay.
so when he did, I brought a few girls with me. Only 2 stuck with it.
Okay.
And one was the group that we were with, and we're no longer with. And I met
Okay.
some amazing ladies.
Okay.
And we're still sisterhood with the other ladies.
That-
but
that's what I like.
It's just the learning
'Cause it's enough
of
for
the
everybody.
cigars and the drink and just the culture of learning and just different people. And I never knew how many women that already has groups that we're learning and that we're meeting. And they show us so much love. And I'm loving it.
So,
Because to be able to
great.
meet women,
Wow.
a lot of women that you can actually groove with, that's really unheard of. And especially in our culture. Walk in the room.
Right.
But
That
now
look.
it's like we bring a different vibe because they're like, oh, well, let us see what y'all all
Yes.
about. And then they get to talking and they love us. You know?
See, I like that.
Look.
So it's enough. So it's enough for more women.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And we
the door's open.
The door's open, and we need to know how to get in, and what's your qualifications. Is there dues? Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is
Good.
actually our secretary. This is
Oh,
my
great.
vice president
What is
here.
her
I'm
name?
the president.
Can you
Yeah,
introduce
introduce
Carla?
yourself.
Introduce yourself, honey.
Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Carla, what's your last name?
Walker.
Yeah,
Hi,
I just want y'all
Carla
to
Walker.
follow Carla Walker. Gotta make sure people follow you,
right.
so they'll
Yes.
know. And then we have
I am Ruby.
man, yeah, look, they lip gloss is popping. Yeah,
You can't have no stick with no
Mine
ashy
gone.
lips.
right.
Stick and ashy lips don't go together.
They don't go together.
don't go
Yeah,
together.
Okay. And
Yeah.
your name?
I'm Ruby Watkins.
Yes, I know Ruby. She's
yeah,
so sweet.
yeah, Ruby, yeah.
She do other stuff too. We'll
She
talk
do.
about that
Yeah,
later.
you'll talk about
Yeah.
that. Right, you're right.
Okay. And your name again?
Teresa Scott.
Teresa.
I
Yes.
heard
What they call
Appalicious.
me apples.
Yeah.
Appalicious. Yep, that's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Yeah.
you started 30 days ago.
30 days
And
ago.
it's booming already.
It is. It is. And before, and it's just a word of mouth because
Right.
we kept trying to tell everybody to stay quiet until
Right.
we debut. You know?
Right.
Right.
So I know once we open up and we already got everything planned, we already got all our shirts, we already got people that from out of town. We have like a Vegas connection. Her name is Erica. I can think. What is her last name? Your cousin? Polera.
Pierre.
Pierre. Yeah.
Okay.
And my North Carolina connection,
Wow.
which is Kayla Lee.
Okay.
And this is our creative group.
Okay.
So, you know, they finding out a lot of things that's going to bring us connected with them.
Okay.
And I just been connecting with so many different people and bringing it to my girls.
Great.
And then the girls in our group has so many ideas, and I'm like, how come we ain't never
About
heard of
events
just
and getting
events
together and you guys getting it lined up so we
and
can-
then we all
Good.
about fun.
Yes.
Let me say that real clear.
Good.
We're all about having fun,
Good.
getting to know each other,
Good.
and establishing that love
Great.
and that sister.
So
you
what
know.
are your future goals? Are we going to have dances? Are we going to have meet and greets? Are we going to have boots on the ground? What are we going to be
So
doing?
let me
Yeah,
kind of
we-
jump in
right.
for them, right? So one of the things that I like that these groups are starting to do, right, is they want to do more than just being about cigars.
Okay.
They want to be able to do community things.
I like that.
Yes.
And that's what's important to me. Like
It's
shout
needed.
out to the Toledo Corvette Club.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Shout out to them. I want them on the show as well.
I like that.
Because I want people to understand just because you have an organization
Right.
doesn't mean that you're not going to be community. But when people have an organization in their community, that makes a whole lot difference.
Definitely.
So
I
when-
like that.
So when you do raise funds, you raising it for a purpose. Because what I find is everybody want to throw parties.
Right.
Everybody want to throw
Right.
parties, but are we partying with a cause?
That's
Right.
it.
You know,
Exactly.
so it'd be nice to say, hey, we're going to do this fundraiser, and proceeds will go to
What's it for?
What's it for? And it go
Yeah.
go.
And you know what? I was invited to an event I knew nothing about, Mommy Bay Club. I've never heard of it. And the scholarships they gave.
Oh, nice.
And women can join this club. Shout out to Vonda Williams for inviting me. She was awarded an award. They gave scholarships, $600, $2,000, $1,000. And it was just an honor to be there. And it's something that is needed.
Right.
And something like that, you're helping the community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was really
I love that.
impressed by Mr. Kennard. Kennard's first name is
Clyde.
Clyde. His son did research for cancer and raised over $900,000. It's stuff that people
That's
don't
amazing.
know about. He was awarded. Shout out to Slang Gang.
Slang gang.
They are getting ready to do so. So what you guys are doing is needed.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure you add some scholarships.
So
Right, definitely.
yeah, absolutely. So one thing that I can say, right, is that when you change the way you look at things you look at begin to change.
Yes.
And so when you are doing a greater work, right, we also got to keep in mind, especially when it comes to cigar, is this is a good mental health therapy. This is good therapy
It is.
for your mental health because
Hi,
for me,
Christopher.
what's going on, big bro?
Hi, Chris.
What I love, and Chris is he got a bag of cigars to give me, bless his heart. But the one thing that I like is that it relaxes me. It's my therapy. It is my therapy, and we were going to kick off something called cigar therapy. And cigar therapy is where we still gonna do it. So nobody's gonna
Right.
beat us to
definitely have to
it.
do
But
that.
cigar therapy is a mobile camper.
Oh.
A mobile camper is called cigar therapy, and we just pull up at different spots in the camper, and you can just smoke outside, or you can come up in the
like that.
camper and
like
just
that.
woosah, listen to some good jazz and good conversation.
I like that. That's
You
something
know,
new. That's
yeah,
something different.
That's
you know?
something different.
Yeah.
But being with the Pink Diamond,
Yeah.
those are events, collaborations,
Oh, yeah,
partnership,
definitely.
resources. Because even in the group of resources, who knows who
That's it.
that can help somebody
Yes.
else.
Exactly.
And that's what we got to be on. What can we do to help someone else?
Exactly.
You
Yes.
know, so that's
Yes.
what that is.
I
though.
like the fact that you made a point of saying that you guys are still friends, the other group, because that's important
Oh, we're
also.
sisters.
And
We love 'em.
and that's how it's done.
It's supposed to
That's
be.
how it's done. I love that
Yeah.
because you still can do stuff
Because
together.
you have a connection.
Right.
And even though you're not with that person anymore, that
still
group
can-
anymore, you still have that love
Yes.
and that connection.
That's right.
And
Right.
we still talk. We're
That's
still
right.
going to get together. We're still going to do things together.
I love
you
it.
know,
Yeah,
so that
absolutely.
connection is not going to
I
break.
love it because
Yep.
it's enough people to join both.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
If we can get away from wanting to stay in our own silos
That's it.
and stop having attitude towards other people and the hate and
We'll do
dislike,
better.
we would do so much better.
would.
Because what I find is that we got to show them better than we can tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we got to be. We got to be about the talk, and we got to be about the walk.
Yes.
But if we stay divided, right?
Doesn't
And it just
gonna
doesn't
do
work.
anything.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So for me to reach out to you, I'm like, I want to put you on because that's what it's
I
about.
appreciate that.
And me
Yeah.
and Tanya have been doing this for almost 3
Yes.
years, and we've been just begging people to come on the show.
And hardly nobody come because
Nope.
I don't think they think it's helpful, and it is. 'cause
very
I get
helpful.
calls all the time.
Right. It's,
Well, you will see us a lot because
Okay.
we're gonna grow.
Oh, I already know y'all
I
gonna
know
grow.
that.
Babies
I
now,
know
but
that.
we're
Man,
gonna
listen.
grow. People
I
are
know you
waiting, actually, really waiting to be a
Wow.
part of this, and which is great.
Man.
Do you
because we
have
got
a-
so many things we want to do.
Hold on. I
do you have a
got
building?
no, hold on. I gotta send a shout out to my ace boom coon, John Boyd.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me and John Boyd go back to the Chevy
Hi, John.
Cavalier days. Yeah, we used to ride around in the
Thank
little
you.
Chevy.
the Chevette Club.
The Chevette Club, right? Yeah, the Chevy Chevette.
They had to clean the Chevette in the city.
Wow.
We had beating it and everything. We was doing our thing.
Yeah.
So that's what that
Wow.
is. But no, so about the building, you guys don't have a building yet.
Okay.
But there's places
Oh, plenty.
that
Yeah,
we can
that
go.
meet. Oh yeah.
Plenty.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Plenty.
Yeah.
And we kind of working on that too. We got a lot.
I knew it.
We got a lot in stirring in the pot right now.
Good, good.
But we so new. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So we still trying
you
to gather
guys
up
been
our
doing a lot
sisters
since you knew.
Well, yeah, because we hit the ground running.
That's
So
what you do.
we ready.
No
you know?
procrastinating.
No.
So-
I mean, our first meeting, we had this book right here. Just was full with ideas and what we're
Wow.
gonna do and how we're gonna execute.
Wow.
I mean, from the children to the elderly and the neighborhoods and what we're gonna do
Very
this summer
important.
and parades and and just different
Good.
things
Right.
and working with other people.
Right.
Okay.
To even working with the Pearls in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
They welcomed us and we wasn't even official yet.
Wow.
And they was just so beautiful to us.
Listen, the
So,
women
you
in
know,
Detroit,
They're off the hook.
man,
They are
they
beautiful,
they
beautiful
they oh
Really? Wow.
But look, I'm trying to throw some bounce passes out there to the men. Like
So
if
they
I'm
can
trying
wake up.
Look, so I'm trying to tell the men, like if you looking for a damn good woman,
He trying to told you.
I done tried to told you, I need to come hang out with them at some of these
That's his favorite
cigars.
lie.
And I'm talking about educated women, women that's got their own business, and women that's got it going on. I'm trying to tell y'all
But
something.
we talked about that. Some men, it's an intimidation thing. We talked about that. Some men can't handle that. We talked about that. That's another story.
That's another story. That is
We won't
another
talk about
story.
that
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
That's for the next
so-
time when we come back.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you what I know, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Cigar is for men is our therapy. And one thing that we have done consistently in the past couple of years on Taco Tuesday, we are on the patio
You go
at
on
Club
the patio,
at Club
Evolution.
Evolution.
You go in the back and do the cigar.
do the
that
cigar.
was nice at one time. Is it still going?
Yeah, still going.
Because
Yeah.
I heard it's very nice.
It is.
Women
Yes.
go out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
been there.
Oh,
It's
you've
nice.
been there?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's nice.
yeah, they come
Okay.
smoke too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come and smoke
I'm
too.
gonna have to come check y'all out with my hand.
Real nice conversation. Real nice. That's what
I'm
I
gonna
love
have to.
about
I heard
it.
it's
You
really
sit
nice,
down
though.
And you
It
don't
is
meet strangers. You just sit down and you just have a
Just start
conversation with
talking.
cigars.
Yeah, cigar.
And if you're doing it wrong, they tell you.
They tell you.
Really?
Oh,
Right.
well, come here. Let me show you.
Right, right,
So
right.
I
That's
love
love.
that because
That's
we're
neat.
new. We're still learning. You know.
Tuesdays?
So
Tuesdays.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesdays.
Taco
Taco Tuesday.
Tuesdays?
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
what that is. So I'm just kind of throwing it out there because it might be some people that said, I thought about joining the cigar club. You know, I didn't really know that ladies did cigars.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I told you, it ain't nothing like it.
I'm gonna have to
Gentlemen.
tell Darlene Whitehead. Did she
Yeah.
come? Darlene Whitehead. She used to come. She don't come.
I ain't seen no Darlene Whitehead in a minute.
Talk. I'm gonna talk.
Oh, so that's what that is, though.
Okay.
But man,
This
we,
is great.
we are excited that you guys came on to make your introduction.
Jeffy.
Thank you so
And,
much for having us.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
thank
I wanted
you,
to put you out
ladies.
there, and as a matter of fact, what we'll do, and this is no charge to you because this is who me and Tanya is, but you guys will become a sponsor of the Check-In Podcast Show.
And you will be
Well,
mentioned
thank
every
you.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, every Wednesday.
Yes.
Yep, Pink Diamond.
Yes.
Yep, Pink Diamond.
Diamonds in the house.
Club is now a sponsor of the
Yes.
Check-In Pod.
Check-In.
Yep.
Thank you so
and
much.
That's, and it's about giving.
Appreciate it.
It's
Yes.
about giving.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I tell people that it's got to be about purpose and not profit, and it's got to be about income and not about impact and not
Right.
about income.
Right.
Or the
You know,
popularity.
The popularity, right?
That's it.
Right. And so when people are giving you an opportunity to get on certain platforms, take advantage of that
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
because it'll definitely elevate you.
Yes.
You know.
Because your voice can be heard in a different way.
That's right.
Man,
And
absolutely.
you never know who knows who.
Right.
That's right.
You know, we know a lot of people, but you wouldn't think that we know a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people know us.
That's
So-
neat.
So that's great. That
So-
works in our favor.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we want people that watches us from around the country, right? That the connection is that whatever you do here, you can take it somewhere else and do it even better.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what that
I
is.
believe that.
You know, when you can bring people together from different states
Yes.
and have like a big cigar fest.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like almost like
We
the
need to
jazz
work on
fest.
something like
yeah,
that here for
exactly,
us, so we-
exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
See
I
how
know
big-
other people are doing it. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when you have an event where you can literally bring people in and everybody can win. Everybody can eat at the end of the day. You know,
It's enough to go around.
it's enough to go around. So that's what that is. Thank you, ladies, so much for
Thank
coming
you
on
for
the show.
having us.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take a quick commercial
Yes.
break. Shout out to our sponsors from the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We have P360 Studios, Toledo Arc, A Servant's Heart, Ohio Unity Coalition, Penthouse Business, and Solution Work Spot. But before we take a commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back, and we have Mr. Albert Earl that's getting ready to come on. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful lady.
Hello, my name is Shawn Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hobson, Buckeye legend and all-time leading scorer. I was a third player picked in the 1987 draft, and I went on to win an NBA championship in Chicago. I think earlier on in my career, and actually I'm gonna go back a little bit in high school where we had reel-to-reel. We didn't actually have film that you could set up. We could watch film, but we couldn't edit and cut film up. But by the time I got to Ohio State University, where everything is so big time, we had film that you could watch, plus you could edit and slice and cut film up. When I was able to understand film and understood what I was doing on the basketball court, it helped my game grow a tremendous amount. And just sitting there being able to watch film with my coaching staff or an individual coach, and him pointing out different things, I was able to grow my game and take it to a whole nother level. This is why I created the Hobson Film Lab. I think you have a lot of players today, younger players, who are getting a lot of individual work with their trainers. They're going to practice, working at their game, and they're playing in games, but I don't think they understand the game. And I think this film lab will help you to understand the game. You get the opportunity to sit with me. You sit down, we're going to discuss. I'm going to edit your film. We're going to sit down and discuss what you're doing right, what you're doing bad. Good offense, bad offense, good defense, bad defense, whatever it is. Jump shot, I'm going to coach your head. I think that's super, super important outside of the individual training that you're getting and the time that you're getting with your coaches and coaching staff in practice and during games. With the Hobson Film Lab, I'm going to teach you awareness. I'm going to teach you how to read certain situations depending on where you are on the floor. I'm going to teach you how, once you beat your first line of defense, second line of defense steps up, how to make plays. Again, it's going to give you the opportunity to understand and learn the game in a way to where you're separating yourselves from everybody else that's playing the game. Click the link to learn more and reserve your spot today, because real development starts when players understand the game.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1, plan. We help craft your story. Step 2, film in our studio or on location. Step 3, edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4, deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Check in. Ooh, check in. Ooh, check in. Yeah, he talk about what's real. Check in.
Check in.
Yeah, we talk about what's real, time to check in. Every story else is healed. Mr. Shawn and Miss Tanya bring the truth we need. Every Wednesday night, they gon' set the city free. Yeah, check in, check in, check in. Come on and vibe, let the healing begin. Check in, check in, check in, check in, check in, check in. Hey. Welcome to the place where the heart gets heard, where the city gets the message and it spread like word. Mr. Shawn, break it down, he be speaking that life, talking pain, talking purpose, how to walk in the light. Miss Tanya with a T, yeah, she keep it on flow, dropping gems in your cup, got the whole city glow. This the real, this the raw, this the vibe we feel. Conversation with a mission, every moment gon' heal, yeah, yeah. Check in, yeah. Yeah, we talk about
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Check In. It's your host, your boy, Mr. Shawn, in the studio with the amazing Tanya Murphy with the T in his house. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the special guest back in the house today. Look at you. We have the big brother, my mentor.
He got 3 names. Which one you gonna say?
Right. Yeah, big bro, mentor.
Big girl.
Albert Earl.
What was your basketball name?
Mick.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no, she going by my varsity jacket.
Yes.
Slick Mick.
Yeah. That's what I remember. Slick Mick.
I didn't even know who Albert Earl was. I just knew Mick.
But so everybody know Mick.
Everybody know
Yeah.
Mick. No, I never heard nobody go, yeah, Albert Earl played for Rogers.
Nobody never called him that.
No. Nobody.
See, here's what's strange. This the truth. Everybody after Rogers and after, it was Mick. Prior to me coming to Rogers, everybody called me Albert Earl. And when we tell you why, because them teachers at King,
Okay.
you saying his name.
Okay.
You ain't saying
They
Mick.
wouldn't allow
Albert
it. Yeah.
Earl.
Right,
Miss
right.
Ghosted.
You right.
Yeah,
Miss
Miss Page.
Miss Chadwell. Miss Oh, man.
And speaking of that, man,
Miss
we talk.
Watson. I'm
Man,
You
listen.
got a good memory.
Hey, Albert
Listen,
Earl.
man. Shout out to the old school teachers, man, that laid the foundation for us, man.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to address the elephant in the room.
Oh yes. Yes.
Man, so last night the board unanimously approved their proposed plan. And I think we got to have a healthy conversation without throwing a rock and hiding a hand. We cannot blame the board.
Who do you blame?
We can't blame Dr. Durant.
Okay.
We can't.
He's taking a pay cut also?
They put a freeze.
That's what it is.
They put a freeze, right? But I think people always want to find fault in something regardless of what it is. But when you start looking at the numbers, right, and the why, this has been happening for quite some time, and people just did not pay attention to it. And I'm pretty sure the people up top, probably almost 30 years ago, probably predicted that this day was going to come, just because they were looking at the shift in what was taking place. And so I had to talk to my brother today and just encourage him, Bishop Randall Parker.
Yes.
Shout out to Bishop Randall Parker. And I just called and told him, I said, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Because
I know.
now he's gonna be.
And I told him, I said, you know what? This is what you're built for. You got to have thick skin when you are in a position to make some changes, and you really can't do what you got to do to make the changes. You got to do what's right. And so I just had to encourage him. But I told him, I said, but just cut me loose, because I wish a nigga would, right? If I'm looking like a security guard, anybody mess with him,
That's right.
I'm gonna have to come and see him.
That's right.
I'm just gonna throw that out
That's
there.
your brother.
Man. Yeah. So Mick, listen, he and I had a conversation earlier,
Yes.
and I think people need to understand the shifting that took place that went to charter schools and Catholic schools.
So I put something on social media today, to try to explain when this all started, because this didn't start
It been started. Yeah.
with just this budget. And when we look at a couple of years ago, could it have been some things that TPS could have done differently? Yeah, but it wasn't going to stop what's happening now.
Okay.
First of all, let's look at this. This is happening in every urban school district around the country. It just ain't happening in Toledo.
Okay.
So that's the number one thing. Don't think that it ain't happening nowhere else.
Okay.
These are part of the reason why this is going on is because of the cuts from the Trump administration.
There we go.
Which goes back to last week's conversation.
Yes.
You get what you vote for or what you don't vote for.
Register.
The Republican Party have been saying for over 50 years that they wanted to privatize, maybe even longer than that they wanted to privatize public school. They want to hand it over to the private industry. Now, and here's what's funny. Charter schools, they have that charter school label, they're actually private schools too, because they privately held.
Oh.
They are owned by corporations. So, No Child Left Behind, the Ed Choice vouchers
Yes.
that allowed Catholic schools to build their coffers up big time, as well as these charter schools to explode on the scene. All of this plays a role in what we're seeing today. So 1984, I graduated from Rogers High School. We had over 50-some thousand children in the TPS school system.
Over 50,000.
Around about 55,000 students.
Whoa.
Okay. Less than 16 years later, TPS lost about 20-some thousand students.
Where'd they go?
By 2000. They start going to
The charter schools
to the
and
private
schools.
Well, let me say this.
Right.
Not so much that just yet.
Okay.
It was a combination of the private schools, but it was also a combination of Toledo losing a lot of their population because of the big three and the issues that's going on with the factories and
Yes.
Toledo losing jobs and stuff. So people start
Leaving,
moving. But a lot of
yes.
people moved. A lot of people who went to TPS schools moved out in the rural areas, Waterville, Savannah, Perrysburg. Those who didn't move further,
Anthony Wayne,
they moved into those areas. So you lost a significant population. But now, then come 2000 up till now, this is when the charter schools explode and the private schools start getting Ed Choice money. And then then TPS over that period of time lost another about 14,000 students. Now, even if you say the kids that was going to go to Catholic schools anyway, especially those who are under the diocese that go to church with the Catholic Church, you can still roughly say that if charter schools never explode like they did, TPS would still roughly have about 13,000 of those 19,000 students that are not in TPS system right now. Because around 9,600 or so go to what we consider private schools, which is the Catholic schools and all that. And then another 9,400 go to charter schools. So you figure if they have like another 13,000 kids, and then out of that, I'm sorry, let me back up. Out of that 9,600 or so kids that go to Catholic schools, 3,000 of those kids are on Ed Choice vouchers. So that's why I come up with the number roughly around about 12 or 13,000 would be in the TPS system. But check this out though. TPS got a windfall of $68 million, right? That they trying to get paid down, right? if the 99,400 children, if you just said them, went back to TPS, that's $77 million a year they would be getting. We wouldn't even be having this conversation.
If they would go back.
Here go a bigger issue. Okay, we talked about the Trump cuts, right? We talked about losing the population. Here's something that I I've been saying this on my Facebook, and I don't understand why there's not a large vocal group right out of Toledo and all these other urban areas across the state coming together to protest as to why we still using property tax as a way to pay for schools when it was declared unconstitutional in 1997.
What?
Wow.
Exactly. And why was it declared unconstitutional? Because all of the issues that you will have in the urban school districts, which we see, I mean, you got like, let me see, it's about 15% of the properties that's delinquent in taxes in Toledo is because people have died.
Oh.
Then you have another large percentage that just ain't paying the taxes.
They talked about that too today.
So when you have delinquent taxes in an urban school area, the school district is not retrieving that money. And that's why the law was in place, because they said, man, this is going to create a separate and unequal schools again by doing that. But by the Ohio Constitution, the state is supposed to pay for the children to go to school.
Right.
That's supposed to be funding coming completely from the state, not money from taxpayers. And you can look it up yourself.
Right, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
And so all of these things is the issue. But like us, a few people come on the Facebook debating this issue about why they closed schools back then. Like what you were saying, you can't blame TPS. Let me tell you why I agree 100% with you on that. These folks was on my Facebook page talking about they closed Macomber, now they trying to open up this and that. I said, hey, and the one guy I responded to was like, he was a real good friend of mine. So, and if he see this, he know I love him. But I was like, hey, bro, you do realize that Dr. Durant was in the 8th grade when Macomber closed? He didn't have nothing to do with that. Like, I mean, y'all, they getting this all, trying to conflate all these things together. I said, hilarious. And what grade was Randall in 1990?
That is hilarious.
I mean, it
can't blame him.
Yeah, he was still in high school.
He was in high school.
They was in high school. That's what I'm saying. So they had nothing to do with that. So was that a mistake? We all know that TPS, that was a huge mistake for TPS to do that. But Durant and them trying to rectify the problem.
Right.
And they getting crucified for that? Why are they putting all that money in the Scott Park? Well, because they trying to open up a school that's not only better than what Macomber, not only like Macomber was, but way better than what Macomber was. Because guess what, young men and young women? Parents, you better go on the tour for the magnet schools that TPS do. Because let me tell you why. Just in case you didn't see that robot running in that marathon the other day.
I seen it.
Just in case you ain't seen these drones dropping off packages. Technology is about to run our kids over.
Yes.
About to run them over.
Yes.
And TPS, Dr. Durant's vision clearly puts our children ahead of the game.
Wow.
Our children.
Our children. We got kids coming out of high school with their CDLs. Mm-hmm. We got kids coming out of high school with their nursing degrees.
Early college.
We got kids coming out of early college. We got kids coming out and getting the engineering programs, have their pilot license and their mechanic license to work on airplanes. Mm-hmm. We got pharmaceutical techs coming out of our schools. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing when you go on a tour that I want to forewarn you to look at. And Dr. Durant and them may not want me to say this, but they already know how I am. I'm going to keep it all the way real.
Keep it real, Mick.
What do a family in Texas know and a family in North Carolina know and a family in Philadelphia know, and kids from Wauseon, Liberty Center, Ottawa Hills, who had one of the 100 best high schools in the nation. Yeah, we got some Ottawa Hills students going to our magnet schools. What do they know that we don't know? You got kids moving from other states, coming to our magnet schools. What do they know that our kids don't know, our families don't know? They know that they're putting their kids in position
to be ready
be ready for what's coming.
Yes.
Right.
We better quit arguing and put our kids in position for what's coming. Work with the school. Hey, what was done is done.
Okay. Nothing you can do about it, right?
What can we do moving forward? Now, for those who don't send their kids to TPS schools, ain't sending their kids to TPS school and don't live in Toledo, hey, y'all can just shut up. Stay off my post and do what you do, because you're not part of the problem, but you ain't trying to be a part of the solution either.
Right.
Because you don't live here. You don't pay no taxes here, and you're not vested in TPS
Right.
anymore. But for those who live in the city of Toledo, those of us who have children that go to the schools, I guess you can say you kind of vested even if you have relatives. Guess what? We got to do more to help the district hold them accountable. I'm not saying don't hold them accountable. We got to hold them accountable to the fullest. But what are we doing as a community to make sure that our kids get what they need?
That part.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we
part.
need to do some tours.
Definitely
see
need to
what's
do some tour,
available,
to see what's
right?
available. Yes. When you go on that tour, you're gonna be mind blown because the kids run the tour, and they telling you about every machine, every piece of medicine. When I went into the nursing school and saw that cadaver
Really?
table with the real body that was it's 3D printed into this table.
What?
And the kids telling me, yeah, this person died of a car accident, but they actually had cancer too, so they was gonna have some problem that they lived anyway. When you got kids telling you that, man, come on,
Right.
Now that's,
come on.
That's good.
And these kids in the and I think we got like 3 or 4 schools, 4 of the magnet schools is
Yes.
right in the state.
Yes.
What?
Right.
A lot of people don't know about it. Why?
But how about this? What about the people that know about it, but they
They're still
doing more complaining than?
But here's the thing that people don't understand, and I'll say this on behalf of Dr. Durant. Didn't he get Educator of the Year?
Yes, he did in the country.
In the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but again, when things happen, they always trying to put blame on someone else, And so you and I had talked about it earlier, and we were talking about how we need to, like I was on Channel 11 the other night, and I talked
heard
about,
it was good too.
yeah, I heard that. I talked about how we got to pull our resources together to make some things happen. The one thing I'm really concerned about is the kids that are disrupting the learning process and making it hard for everyone else. They need to be snatched out of there and put into a building, right, where the accountability is served, everything. But we're attacking it as a whole. Not only are we dealing with the behaviors, but we're dealing with the mental health. We're dealing with the accountability. We're helping parents. We're helping families. This is what we got to do as the community.
Okay.
When are we going to come together and say, okay, let's try this?
Okay.
Because I sent Dr. Durant a text, and I told him, I said, sir, I'm here. I'm here because I want to do what I can to implement behavior mod in one of the closed buildings.
Okay.
So I just dropped a seed out there. Now Now I want to sit at the table with other people for partnerships on what can we do to better serve our children, because that's what it boils down to at the end of the day.
Isn't Aurora Gonzalez that type of school? Vinny? No?
Aurora Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Vinny Ricardo?
that's the
That's not.
that's the Belief Center.
But so
That's-
Believe doesn't. No. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Mr.
Well,
Vinny,
the school. Excuse, I didn't mean to cut you off. The school that they had was Mayfair, but they just not Mayfair.
No, it was-
Westfield.
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 Yes.
But that's one of the schools is closing.
right? So yeah.
That's trouble.
And then I didn't even know, and this is another thing, I didn't know Old Orchard was on the chopping block.
I didn't know it was either. I heard that today.
Yeah, I heard it today.
Yeah.
But again, ladies and gentlemen,
It is law that if those schools are not at the capacity, this is state law, that the district have to either close them or repurpose them.
Repurpose them, and that's what.
That's not the school. If it's not at that capacity,
right?
if they don't have the students in there, what? And then you say, well, okay, and I'm not blaming the parents. You said, well, TPS should do more to get the recruit schools back into school.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100% with you. That's something that TPS need to do. I think they could do better at advertising the great things that they have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think there's a lot of things that TPS can do differently.
Right.
But I also know that some of the school choices that we're choosing is not the schools you think they are.
Right.
And I'm not going to go into the naming names of schools because as a community person, it's still my job to help them too.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
But the reality is that some of the schools that these parents are choosing is not a better setup for them than TPS.
Right.
It might be a better babysitter.
Right. That part.
That you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But in terms of education, it's
It
not
ain't
better.
hitting it. Okay.
And there's another thing I would like to point out. But I seen you about to say something. I want to.
So I said this to a charter school. I'm not gonna put their name out there. I say, would you like to have a waiting list of students wanting to get into your school? Let me tell you what that looks like, right? So I break everything down to them like somewhat almost like a military school, right? Mm-hmm. I said, and your motto is keeping butts in the seats and not in the streets. We do not suspend, right? Mm-hmm. How many parents will sign their kid up to be in that type of school, that type of program, where they can literally go to work and don't have to worry about getting phone calls?
They would.
Because their kid is acting out. Mm-hmm. Now they got to leave work to go pick their kid up from school because the school don't want to deal with them. But if you got something in place of structure,
they'll be willing to do it.
How many people you think that will be a waiting list to get into your building?
It would be.
They didn't pay no attention to me because they still kicking kids out still. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm tired of dropping jewels on y'all to help y'all understand, like, hey, this is what y'all can do if this is what you're trying to do, right? I even try to do it with TPS, with their alternative suspension program. I'm like, I could save you so many millions of dollars by keeping kids in there, having an accountability program for the kids that are not showing up and going to school, like all of that. Like, and it's cost effective, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes, it just fall on deaf ears, but it is what it is. So, rather than complaining about it or saying anything negative about it, what can you do? What can you do now, Shawn, to help and assist and just stay on the journey? So go ahead, mate.
So the other issue when it's come to this problem, if we gonna look at it holistically, we got to look at the social problems that exist within our community.
Facts.
Talk about that all the time.
I decided it's been about 7-8 years that I'm not watching nothing on TV or listening to anything that demeans our people. Nothing that celebrate the demise of our people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, and it's nothing against anybody that do watch certain shows and stuff. I mean, that's cool. But for me, our pain is not entertainment to me.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not entertainment to me. I think that a lot of our kids, that's having the problems when you're talking about the behavioral issues, a lot of it's still from influence.
Yep.
What's influencing them? Besides their immediate environment, what's influencing them? Look no further than they face being in one of these. Or what they seeing every day and what they listening to, how it's impacting their thought, how it's impacting their behavior.
That's right.
And for anybody that want to disagree with me with that, it is over 1,000 scientific studies that says that overwatching television, being on the internet, and all of these things and games has a massive influence on the mind of children. Here's the other thing with that. African American children watch 3 to 4 more hours of entertainment per week than any other group. We are saturated with with what we call entertainment. But is it the type of entertainment that is helping our kids look at themselves in a way like we really are truly kings and queens, or is it telling our kids that they something else?
Right.
Yes.
That part.
That part.
And so, how do that play a role with what we're talking about with TPS? It plays a major role because what they're being fed on a daily basis in their environment, they taking it to school.
That's true.
And then what ends up happening is if they're not focused and doing what they need to do in school, hey man, let's just keep it real, man. A teacher can't be the teacher, the counselor, the security guard, the referee.
Right.
They can't do. How are they gonna do all that effectively?
Right.
We shouldn't even. Hey, when we went to school, all our teachers had to do was one thing: teach. Cause ain't no way I want to look out that window and see my mama coming.
Or we keeping it real. Or we keeping it real.
Right.
Or Miss Odoms, the CPO, coming and snatching you up out of class.
Yeah.
Woo.
Man.
Because they had permission to do certain things like that with us.
Right.
But today, because of the way laws are structured and things like that,
It ain't
you got to
working.
be very careful with how you interact with kids and how you discipline.
Yes.
But the reality is, if we don't address that as a community and as parents,
We're in
and we letting
trouble.
our kids just everything going through their eyes and their ears, if you just gonna keep letting all that stuff flow like that, hey man, keep on. Get ready to continue to see the problems that we see.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. It's going to continue to get worse. And the reason why it's getting worse, ladies and gentlemen, is because, again, there is a lack of accountability. I'm going to always say that because, parents just letting their kids do whatever and just hoping that whatever's going on is going to magically disappear. But our babies are in trouble. And I feel sorry. Shout out to Chief Nancy Thompson of the Toledo Public School Police. Shout out to her, man, because, they're going to have their hands full.
Big time.
Big time. Hands full.
It sounds like they don't have more resources to handle it.
Yeah. Shout out to Lieutenant Derek Kaiser, man. Like, shout out to you guys, man. Wow.
So is it going to be a hiring freeze as well in terms of that? Because it's going to be a pay freeze.
It's going to be a pay freeze, right? Yeah. So we got to pull together, ladies and gentlemen. We got to pull together. But they've been very clever, very, very clever instructioning laws, being a convicted felon, right? So they've constricted these laws where now black men who have turned their life around can't go into school buildings to help, to give positive influence into young black boys and girls.
Because of the felony.
Because of the felony.
That needs to be changed.
Yep. So it's sad all the way around. It's sad all the way around.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
Why I always thought that was a crazy law that don't even make sense. And here's the evidence. Out of the 500 teachers that got convicted of touching children in school, none of them had felonies before they went in that school, did they?
No.
So your record don't indicate your character.
Ooh.
What happened 20 years ago is not an indication of what your character is now. The person you don't know is the one you should be more concerned about.
Right.
So if you got people in the community that can reach certain populations, you need to take advantage of that.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't get it. But you got people that'll say, well, if they did this or did that. If a person ain't touched a child,
that's how I feel.
No sexual abuse on their record, man, and they don't have no serious, a whole ton of, well, I ain't gonna even say ton. If you got a domestic violence issue, I mean, that's an issue
That's
too.
an issue too.
Right.
But other than that, you committed a nonviolent crime,
You should be able
man,
to.
come on, you should be able to work. You should be able to. There's a lot of people that committed nonviolent crimes that's actually working with kids outside of TPS.
Right. Outside of TPS. Right.
I mean, and doing some good work.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that route. It would. I think they should revisit that definitely.
Right. Absolutely. Because it's all hands on deck right now. You're gonna need all hands on deck. You're gonna need it more than ever now.
Yeah.
And so, we at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, because we got ready to end the show. What we got to do right now is do not be looking to get any money Don't use this as you think this is going to be a come up. This is not that. We going to have to dig ourselves and pull ourselves up through our own bootstraps and help these babies at the end of the day. Period. Dot.
That's right.
Period. Dot.
That's right.
If things start pulling together, trust and believe there's some people going to be sacrificing to make it happen. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of them. I'm willing to continue to make sacrifices to help our babies out here. So that's it. Albert Earl, Mick.
Thank you
for coming in, man.
Oh, thank you.
You're so informant. You just and you have facts. It's not no guessing with you. You have all your facts and you do your research, and I appreciate that.
So what I want to do, I'm asking publicly for Mick to be a part of the Check-In podcast.
Yes.
And to bring up, because we got to have these, we got to start having some real conversations.
Yes.
And one of the things we got to put a focus on is getting young folks to be registered voters.
Yes.
And we got to put the focus on that.
Yes.
Because if we can show that percentage of registered voters was at this time, now we're able to show this is how many registered voters we got. Now we can start making some headway.
So with that, I would love to be a contributor here and there for you guys because my podcast is about to start back up. But you said something about voting. I got to say this before I get off the show because Yvonne Harper told me to make sure I mention this. Ward 4C, over 1,100 registered voters.
Right.
Only 13 voted.
1,100 voters and 13 voted.
13 voted. And what was we talking about today? The No Child Left Behind, George Bush, all of that was it. Man, vote. Who would we vote in office? Everything is connected to the political machine. You're not getting around it.
I know.
Y'all can keep letting people tell you this about Democrat, that about Democrat. I'll tell you what you do. Do your own research and make sure you get out and vote for whoever you think is going to do the stuff in your best interest.
And that's what Shawn says.
I'm not telling you who to vote for.
Right.
Just vote. But try to educate yourself.
Yes.
But once you educate yourself, this is the one thing you will know. You ain't going to believe the dumbest stuff like that came out of Nick Cannon's mouth that Democrats funded the KKK. Dude, what?
Check in. Check in.
I'll go over that next show.
Check in.
Check in.
Check in. Check in. Check in. Check in.
That had to be the
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show.
Girl.
Shout out to the Pink Diamond Cigar Club.
That was beautiful.
They are now a sponsor of the
Check-In
Podcast. Absolutely. Shout out to our sponsors on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, LLC, The Unfinished Girl Conference, The Tabernacle Church, H-Town Premier Screening, LLC, Deborah Barnett, Get Your Affairs in Order, Mom's House, Christina Rodriguez, Restore the Church the Bible Way, Pink Lady Cigar Club, The Social Butterfly, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales, Your Computer Needs of Toledo, LLC, Jamaican Reggae Mon Kickshun, McCain Insurance and Casualty, KSM Mobile Laundry, Early Start Behavioral Health. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, be blessed by the best, be highly favored. Repeat this after me. I do what I need to do.
I do what I need to do.
In order to do what I want to do.
In order to do what I want to do.
I am the head.
I am the head.
And not the tail.
And not the tail.
Above. And not beneath.
And not beneath.
God bless you all. Have a great evening. We out. Peace.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
We laugh, we cry, we learn, we grow, we heal together. Every time the lights glow, turn it up, tune in, let the moment be. It's Mr. Shawn and Tanya with the team. Check in, yeah, we talk about what's real, time to check in. Every story.